Hi, my name is Nancy Cheney, and I am the reading specialist with Epic Charter Schools. We are going to be looking at the Oklahoma Academic Standards for 3rd grade. English Language Arts Standard 3.3.R.1. It states, students determine the author's stated and implied purpose, such as entertain, inform, or persuade. Author's purpose. Why is the author writing the story or article? That is what author's purpose is. It's easy to remember. It's as easy as P.I.E. 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 is an acronym that stands for P, persuade, I, inform, E, entertain. The author's purpose. To persuade. The author writes something to change your opinion. The passage will have the author's opinion, and he or she will try to convince you to think as he or she does. You can also look for adjectives that try to convince, such as best, worst, wonderful, horrible, and others, which are used to describe things. Some types of persuasive writings are advertisements, newspaper articles, always the editorials, magazine articles, and essays. To inform, the author writes to inform and explain something, or to give facts. Types of informational writings would be newspaper articles, magazine articles, textbooks, encyclopedias, websites that tell you how to do things, which is an example is timeforkids.com, dictionaries, also articles that just explain how to do things like recipes or directions on doing different things. To entertain. The author writes to have the reader enjoy a made-up story. It is usually read for fun. Some types of entertaining writing would be fiction stories and books, comic books, short stories, articles of interest, which mean things you read that interest you. Now here are some questions to ask yourself to decide what the author's purpose is. Did the author try to change my opinion? Did the author try to convince me of something? If this is so, then it would be they are trying to persuade you. Did the author give me facts? Did the author try to teach me something? If so, it would be to inform you. Did the author tell me a story? Did the author try to make reading fun for me? If so, it would be to entertain. These are useful questions to use when you're reading and trying to determine the author's purpose. Use these as you are looking for the author's purpose. Read the following paragraph and find the author's purpose. I'll read and you may read along with me. You are reading a magic treehouse book, Night of the Ninjas. What would be the author's purpose for writing this book? Would it be A, information, to give you facts, B, to persuasion, to persuade you to think like the author does, or C, to entertain you? Is it a story for you to enjoy? Of course, we know Night of the Ninjas is a fictional story to entertain. Read the following paragraph and find the author's purpose. Read with me. Friday is the best day of the whole week. There is my brother's high school football game and I get to go. The next day there is no school, so my mom lets me stay up later. Also, there are good TV shows on Friday. All these things make Friday the best day of the week. What would be the author's purpose for writing this? Would it be A, to persuade us that Friday's the best day of the week? B, to inform us about things he does on Friday? Or C, just to entertain, a fiction to entertain us? I think he's trying to convince us, isn't he? And did you notice that he used the words best and good, adjectives that make us feel like we might want to change our opinion too? So he is trying to persuade us. Read the following paragraph and find the author's purpose. To make a snowman, you first need snow and cold weather. Then you need a coat, hat, and gloves to wear. Other supplies to collect are a carrot, buttons for eyes, a scarf, and a hat. Finally, you are ready to roll your snowballs and assemble the snowman. What would be the author's purpose for writing this article? A, to entertain us, a fiction story just to entertain us. B, information, facts and things we might need to know about how to make a snowman. C, to persuade us, to change our opinion. We're learning how to make a snowman in this, and we're learning what we need, so we have the information. This would be an informational article, or to inform. Let's review author's purpose. PIE, or P.I.E., is an acronym that stands for Persuade, Inform, and Entertain, which tells something about the author's purpose. Ask yourself questions when looking for the author's purpose. We gave ourselves some questions to remember to ask that will help us figure which one it would be, whether to persuade, inform, or entertain the author's purpose. And remember that when trying to persuade, you may see adjectives such as marvelous, terrible, great, or so any others.